So when I was younger, I honestly wasn't that into shooting or creating videos. That didn't come along until much later in my life. But what I was into was movies. I loved movies as a kid, and I still do to this day. But I would literally sit there and just get lost in them and would rewatch my favorite ones over and over and over again. And that is where I think my love for videography really started out as a kid, but it was something that evolved over time. So as some of you may know, I'm also a huge car guy, and so any type of movie that would have, you know, a car in it, an airplane, a spaceship, whatever it was, I was all about it, and honestly, till this day, I still am. But when I was little, I would try to collect every type of model car or ship or whatever it was that I could, those little die-cast models, and, you know, every Christmas, every birthday, those are what were on my wish list. Back to the Future, Knight Rider, Smokey and the Bandit, Star Wars, whatever it was, I was all about it. And what I really like about those type of films where it's almost like a vehicle as a secondary character is you're telling a story almost through this object that technically doesn't have any life in it, but through the movie you can like give character to something that's actually not alive, and it almost becomes alive in a way. Like, for example, every Batman movie that comes out, there's always a Batmobile. The Batmobile is honestly like a secondary character to Batman, and I just love that. It's something that through storytelling and through, you know, the shots and the overall feel of the movie, you can give life to a lifeless object. So as I got older, I realized it was more the aspect of storytelling in movies that I really, really enjoyed. And I think, again, that's how it evolved into me becoming a videographer. I love telling stories. I love telling my own stories. I love telling other people's stories. And that's what I like through videography. I can tell my story the way, or even someone else's story, the way that I envision it, and kind of like what I see in my eye. And I can show that to people through film, which I think is really, really cool. I have these ideas up in my head and, you know, how everything looks and the feel of it. And I'm able to create that and show people kind of what I'm thinking. And so it's really storytelling. When people ask me what I really do, that's what it's all about, just storytelling.